Before I give my speech, I have to do one quick thing for my mom. Christopher Columbus, reflecting on his voyage which led him to the discovery of America, said, "Following the light of the sun, we left the old world." I'm sure that after 4 years of high school, we have all formed our own opinion of Christopher Columbus, especially if he had Mrs. Powers. Or whether we view him as a genocidal rogue or the first American hero, I find his quote fitting for where we stand today. As we set sail, we leave behind the old world of Cascade High School. There are many things that I'm sure none of us will miss. We will enter a world without scholarly papers or culminating exhibitions. A world where we can use our cell phones freely and urinate without the permission of our teacher. In the real world, Surrey won't throw away our lunch before we've taken our first bite. Of course, if you've made it this far, if you're graduating here tonight, there are surely things you will miss about this old world as well. Maybe you'll miss coming to school early and being surprised by free hot chocolate, or that third period teacher who would always let you turn in your assignments late. It might be that coach that never let you quit and always pushed you to your limits, or that gorgeous girl or guy that you got to sit next to freshman year. It could be walking with your best friend to class every day, or that giant excuse of a bear that sits in front of the cafeteria. Whatever it may be, we'll all leave this place with something that we will miss and cherish forever, even if we don't fully realize what that is today. We will also leave behind a number of beloved teachers, counselors, and other staff persons. Sitting back there. Many of whom have had huge impacts on getting us here tonight. We'll surely miss the English teacher who, with intimidating knowledge, pushed us to our academic limits, and the one who entertained us with her random yet brilliant antics. The history teacher who was possibly the smartest person in the world, and certainly the best lecturer. The coaches who have helped us in the classroom and on the field. The Spanish teacher who has a genuine kindness and caring for her students. The science teacher who mixes his quirky genius with horrible, horrible jokes. And the counselor for being an inspiration at school and at home. Thanks, Dad. These are just a handful of the many educators who have impacted us thus far. But as the old Chinese proverb states, teachers open the door, but you must enter by yourself. Now is our time to take the first step in our voyage and enter the door that has been opened for us. When we leave here tonight, preparing ourselves to take on the unfamiliar waters ahead, our journey may lead us to many different passages. Some of us will stay at home, some will join the armed forces, some will work, and some will go to a community college or a 4-year school. But I believe that which path we choose does not matter. In our grand voyage, some of us will find ourselves owning a farm, others will become pharmacists. Some will be lawyers and others law enforcers. Some will work on car engines and some will be engineers. But who cares who does what? We all come from different backgrounds and we all have different futures ahead of us. It is not what we do, but how we do it. The great Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "If it falls your lot to be a street sweeper, sweep streets like Michelangelo painted pictures, like Shakespeare wrote poetry, like Beethoven composed music. Sweep streets so well that all the hosts of heaven and earth will have to pause and say, 'Here lived the great sweeper who swept his job well.'" Although Martin Luther King believed that anyone could change the world, be it Shakespeare or a street sweeper, he was not saying that it would be easy. If you truly want to accomplish something in your lifetime, you need to dedicate yourself and make the sacrifices needed to realize your dream. Dr. King did not list individuals who were blessed with nothing more than luck and talent. He listed scholars who truly devoted themselves to something they loved and did everything to the finest degree. As we enter this world, which at times may seem to be nothing more than a sea of troubles, we must try to be the same. If all else fails, you could always listen to the enduring words of Homer J. Simpson. While Bart was trying to learn how to play the guitar, Homer said, "If something is too hard to do, then it's not worth doing." You just stick that guitar in the closet next to your shortwave radio, your karate outfit, and your unicycle, and we'll go inside and watch TV. So now we all have a question we must ask ourselves. Whose advice do we take? Martin Luther King Jr.'s or Homer J. Simpson's? Do we put our brooms in the closet of futility and go inside and watch TV? Or do we take them out and sweep like no sweeper has ever swept before? No matter where our passage takes us, we must navigate it to the best of our abilities, or we have failed. In conclusion, I will leave you with one last quote, or one last thought, from the founder and president of Habitat for Humanity, Millard Ford, who put it best when he said, "It's not your blue blood, your pedigree, or your college degree. It's what you do with your life that counts." I'd like to thank all of you and congratulate you for surviving 4 years of my speeches and suffering the pains of my voice on the announcements nearly every day this year. We have heard my voice for the last time. So clap loud and let's graduate. Thank you.